Hagoromo Otsutsuki. Hagoromo is widely regarded as one of the most powerful figures in history, second only to his mother, Kaguya. He defeated the 10 Tails and, alongside his brother Hamura, sealed away their mother. Hamura recognized Hagoromo as the stronger of the two twins. Because of his strength and accomplishments, Hagoromo was eventually revered as a god. Born to Kaguya, Hagoromo possessed incredibly large reserves of chakra, which naturally advanced on its own, even containing the Yin-Yang Release. As the first human to be born with chakra, he was also the first to understand its true nature. Hagoromo had remarkable control over chakra without needing any prior training or hand seals, which allowed him to use it with great precision. He was able to transfer chakra to others and was incredibly versatile in its use. His chakra reserves grew even larger after becoming the first jinchūriki, containing the 10 Tails power within him. Hagoromo's wisdom, along with his keiki mora, led him to create the original form of ninjutsu, ninshu. He also became the first person to master all 5 elemental nature transformations. In the anime, he used lightning release to destroy a massive rock and create a blade of lightning to pierce his enemies. He also used wind release to create air currents strong enough to cut through the god tree's bindings. With his mastery of Yin-Yang Release, he could combine his Yang chakra, which represents physical energy, with his Yin chakra, representing spiritual energy, to create something from nothing. He used this ability to create the tailed beasts from the 10 Tails chakra. Hagoromo was the only one to awaken the Sharingan with all 3 tomoe in both eyes, and he could use this power seemingly without any limits or drawbacks. In fact, he could use both the Sharingan and the Rinnegan, 2 incredibly powerful dojutsu. His body was more resistant than that of a senju, and his eyes were far stronger than those of the Uchiha. Hagoromo's mastery of Fuinjutsu was exceptional, as he was able to seal the powerful 10 Tails inside himself. He also possessed another incredibly powerful ability, the Izanagi, which he could use without losing the power of his eyes, making him the only ninja capable of mastering this technique perfectly. With this power, he could create anything from nothing, and the tailed beasts were part of his creations. Indra Otsutsuki. Indra Otsutsuki was the eldest son of Hagoromo Otsutsuki. Initially, he was seen as the ideal successor to his father's teachings, but in the end, it was his younger brother Asura who was chosen for this role. This decision sparked a conflict between the 2 brothers. Indra is also known as the creator of ninjutsu and is recognized as the ancestor of the Uchiha clan. From a young age, Indra displayed exceptional talent, earning recognition even from his father. He inherited Hagoromo's powerful chakra, dojutsu, natural talent, strong genes, and spiritual energy. In the anime, his skills were so extraordinary that many of Hagoromo's followers believed he was destined to become the successor of Ninshu. Indra showed remarkable proficiency in taijutsu, as none of his fellow Ninshu students could defeat him in training duels. He also had the ability to sense chakra, even managing to detect the presence of black zetsu. Similar to his father, Indra possessed not only powerful chakra, but also a large reserve of it. In the anime, he was shown using this chakra to amplify the power of his attacks, further showcasing his immense strength and combat abilities. Indra Otsutsuki had remarkable control over chakra, using only the exact amount needed to perform his techniques with precision. He was the creator of both ninjutsu and the system of hand seals. In the anime, he demonstrated a natural talent for understanding ninshu, exploring its concepts and transforming it into a combat style, which eventually became the foundation of ninjutsu. Indra also possessed a version of his grandmother's dojutsu, the Sharingan. This allowed him to see the flow of chakra, observe even the smallest details, predict his opponent's movements, and paralyze enemies with just a glance. Over time, he awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan, unlocking the power to summon Susanoo. Additionally, with his left eye, he could use a special ability called Hinokagutsuchi. Indra was skilled in using Yin Release, and in the anime, He also demonstrated mastery of fire and lightning release. Even as a child, he could channel lightning into his hand, with enough power to kill a giant wild boar in a single strike, despite the animal's extraordinary strength. His diverse abilities and mastery over chakra made him one of the most formidable figures of his era. Asura Otsutsuki. Asura Otsutsuki was the younger son of Hagoromo Otsutsuki and is considered the ancestor of both the Senju and Uzumaki clans. At first, Asura didn't have many abilities, but over time, he developed a great talent through hard work and perseverance. He eventually awakened his inherited powers, including his father's body, strong will, and physical energy, allowing his chakra to grow powerful enough to compete with his older brother, Indra. Asura also became a great leader, gaining many followers due to his philosophy and leadership. Because of this, his father chose him as the successor to Ninshu, granting him even more power. He was highly knowledgeable about the 5 elements and could teach others how to use their chakra affinities. Asura was especially skilled in wind release, capable of creating wind blades strong enough to cut through bedrock or using wind to protect himself from attacks. His wind powers were even strong enough to counter Indra's lightning release. By the time of his battle with Indra, Asura had also developed wood release, which allowed him to use earth and water release as well. When combined with senjutsu, Asura could create a massive wooden statue with multiple arms to fight. He also gained access to Yin-Yang Release. With the power given to him by his father, Asura was able to use 6-path senjutsu, which greatly boosted his abilities. This allowed him to fly and summon a massive chakra avatar known as 6 Paths, Kunitsukami, which gave him the power to match Indra's full Susanoo. Kaguya Otsutsuki. Kaguya Otsutsuki is an important character in the Naruto series. She is the ancestor of chakra and the first person to use it on Earth, making her the origin of all the conflicts and powers in the Naruto world. With her complete control over chakra, she can use all 5 nature transformations along with Yin-Yang Release. She can also use her very long hair as a weapon, capturing and throwing enemies around the battlefield. Kaguya has the ability to create life to serve her will and can use the summoning technique. Her 80 Gods vacuum attack allows her to form giant chakra fists to strike her enemies, which are powerful enough to break through a jinchūriki's chakra arms and easily destroy a complete body, Susanoo. This technique can also be used for defense. Additionally, Kaguya can harden her hair to shoot countless needles with enough force to pierce through a Susanoo, which is considered an absolute defense. Kaguya wields the Byakugan in both eyes and the Rinne Sharingan as a third eye on her forehead, which is red and features several concentric circles and 9 tomoe. Using the Rinne Sharingan's power, she can cast the infinite Tsukuyomi on selected individuals. Her third eye also gives her the ability to instantly teleport herself and others to different dimensions while erasing their chakra presence. Kaguya can also open rifts in space to travel instantly. She can manipulate the roots of the god tree to trap those caught in her infinite Tsukuyomi, turning most of the population into white Zetsu by slowly draining their individuality and personalities. Kaguya grows stronger by absorbing the chakra of everyone connected to the god tree. Urashiki Otsutsuki. Urashiki Otsutsuki was a low-ranking member of the main family of the Otsutsuki clan, assigned to support Momoshiki and Kinshiki in their mission to locate Kaguya and collect chakra from the god tree on Earth. Despite his lower rank, Urashiki was an incredibly powerful being, regarded alongside Momoshiki and Kinshiki as an even greater threat than Kaguya. He was strong enough to face 2 Kage-level opponents at once. As an Otsutsuki, Urashiki possessed immense chakra, the ability to levitate, and the capacity to survive in the vacuum of space. Urashiki claimed that his main specialty was information gathering. He had the unique ability to refine chakra fruit into red earth and could use the palace of the Dragon King to release a mysterious gas capable of freezing a person in time for 10,000 years. His physical strength was extraordinary, as he could shatter the ground with his staff. Urashiki was also highly agile and evasive, easily dodging multiple attacks from Gaara and Chojuro. He gained the Yin Release ability from Shikadai and Mirai, which allowed him to perform the Shadow Imitation Jutsu and cast an advanced Genjutsu. Urashiki Otsutsuki had the ability to open portals, allowing him to travel between different worlds. He could also easily bypass powerful barriers, such as the one protecting the train that was transporting Gaara. In addition, he could use a unique version of the puppet jutsu, controlling multiple puppets from a long distance without the need for chakra strings. This technique enabled him to battle Sasuke and Gaara for an extended period, defeat Kankuro, and overwhelm Shinki and Temari, even when they were supported by Boruto and Shikadai. Urashiki also had the ability to see through the eyes of his puppets, giving him a significant tactical advantage. Over time, Urashiki mastered several elemental abilities. By absorbing the chakra of Mitsuki and Sasuke, he gained access to lightning release, allowing him to summon powerful bolts of electricity to shock his enemies. From Temari Nara, he acquired wind release, enabling him to unleash powerful gusts of wind. He could also wield fire release, using it to launch a flurry of fireballs, and with earth release, he could create solid stone structures to trap his opponents. Additionally, he obtained Yin release from Shikadai Nara and Mirai Sarutobi. Otsutsuki Clan Patriarch. The patriarch of the Otsutsuki clan was a prominent figure from the main branch of the clan. As a direct descendant of Hamura, he was born into the clan's main family. Following the clan's tradition, his Byakugan was taken at birth and merged into the Tenseigan. Many years later, he became involved in the clan's civil war against the branch family, who had misunderstood Hamura's celestial decree. This conflict ultimately led to his death, as he was killed by the power of the Tenseigan along with the rest of the main family. Before his death, he lived long enough to provide Naruto Uzumaki and Hinata Hyuga with vital information about the power vessel, the Tenseigan, and the history of the Otsutsuki clan. The patriarch of the Otsutsuki clan resided in one of the catacombs within the many cities where members of the clan lived. Using a mysterious technique, he shared his past memories with Hinata, showing her the battle between the main and branch families of the clan, as well as the massacre caused by the energy ship. He also revealed a subconscious space where he and other members of the Otsutsuki clan appeared, allowing them to discuss the downfall of the main branch and the role of Toneri Otsutsuki, the last survivor of the clan who had misunderstood Hamura's heavenly decree. The patriarch possessed the unique ability to project his past memories to anyone he chose. As a member of the Otsutsuki clan, he also wielded the power of the Byakugan. Toneri Otsutsuki. Toneri Otsutsuki is a descendant of Hamura Otsutsuki and the last surviving member of the Otsutsuki clan's branch family on the moon. He is an incredibly powerful shinobi with the ability to control the power vessel, which allowed him to knock the moon out of its orbit. Toneri's strength was so great that he could battle Naruto on equal footing, even when Naruto was using his Sage-enhanced Nine-Tails chakra mode. He also had the power to control a giant statue strong enough to fight against Kurama. Toneri could communicate with people over long distances by entering their dreams, and even without sight, his perception was extraordinary, allowing him to sense events occurring on Earth. After implanting Hanabi Hyuga's Byakugan into his eyes, Toneri awakened the Tenseigan. With this power, he could control gravitational forces, lifting massive rocks from the moon to hurl them as projectiles, and even pulling the moon itself toward Earth without the help of the Tenseigan energy vessel. The Tenseigan also allowed him to enter the Tenseigan chakra mode, which significantly boosted his strength, speed, and durability, enabling him to match Naruto's Sage-enhanced Nine-Tails chakra mode in battle. His power in this state was so immense that he believed he could survive a collision between the Earth and the Moon. He could also concentrate this power into his hand to unleash an incredibly destructive blast of chakra, capable of draining his opponent's energy and destroying large portions of the Moon's surface. Additionally, Toneri could control a massive golem that was strong enough to fight Kurama. However, after being defeated by Naruto, his Tenseigen faded and reverted to the Byakugan, marking the loss of his most formidable power. When Toneri activates his Tenseigen chakra mode, he can summon 9 truth-seeking balls, which give him control over all 5 nature transformations, along with Yin, Yang, and Yin-Yang Release. These balls can be used for both offense and defense. Toneri can channel his chakra into them, making them glow green and use them to launch powerful attacks. He can spin them rapidly to create a massive vortex or combine them to form a giant golden chakra sword. This sword is so powerful that it can slice the entire moon in half with a single strike, showcasing the immense destructive power of his Tenseigen chakra mode. Kinshiki Otsutsuki. Kinshiki Otsutsuki was a member of the main family of the Otsutsuki clan and served as a guardian to his foster son, Momoshiki. He was an incredibly powerful being, and along with Momoshiki, Urashiki, and the preparations Kaguya made before her arrival, Sasuke believed they were an even greater threat than Kaguya herself. Kinshiki was capable of holding his own against multiple Kage-level opponents at once, and even defeating a perfect jinchūriki. As an Otsutsuki, he had very powerful chakra and the ability to levitate. Kinshiki was extremely strong physically, able to destroy the entire floor of the Chunin exams arena in Konohagakure with a single arm, causing the entire facility to collapse. He also had the ability to absorb any type of ninjutsu and turn chakra into various weapons, which he expertly used in close combat. Kinshiki was a sensor type with incredible abilities, able to detect fragments of Kaguya's chakra from far away. In the anime, he showed the ability to use space-time ninjutsu to travel to any location. Additionally, he also possessed the Byakugan. Momoshiki Otsutsuki. Momoshiki Otsutsuki was a member of the main family of the Otsutsuki clan, traveling in search of chakra to gain power and immortality. After his death at the hands of Boruto Uzumaki, Momoshiki chose him as his vessel by giving him the karma mark. Momoshiki was an incredibly powerful being, claiming that he could have easily defeated Kaguya. He demonstrated enough strength to completely destroy an entire unknown world and its people, even though he considered them a low-level civilization. He was able to fight against multiple Kaji-level opponents at once and defeat a perfect jinchūriki. After absorbing Kinshiki, Momoshiki unleashed a massive gust of wind that cut down the god tree from its world and easily defeated 4 Kages. He was also able to fight against Naruto and Sasuke, who both used 6 Paths chakra. Momoshiki possessed the Byakugan in both eyes and a pair of red Rinnegan in his palms. His right Rinnegan could absorb chakra-based techniques, which he could then release with even greater power through his left Rinnegan. He also had the ability to turn his targets into pills, which granted him their abilities and extended his youth. After absorbing Kinshiki, his Rinnegan turned yellow, and he gained an additional yellow Rinnegan on his forehead. Momoshiki could also create black receivers for combat or to restrain opponents. Momoshiki could use all 5 elemental nature transformations at once with his Rinnegan. After Boruto became his vessel, Momoshiki was able to add lightning release to the Rasengan, creating the Vanishing Rasengan. He had incredibly strong chakra and the ability to levitate. Momoshiki also knew some Fuinjutsu, as seen when he tried to extract Kurama from Naruto. Ishiki Otsutsuki. Ishiki Otsutsuki was a member of the main family of the Otsutsuki clan. He used Jigen as a vessel until he was eventually resurrected and took on Jigen's identity as one of the inners and leader of the Kara organization. While the full extent of his abilities is unclear, Ishiki's power was so immense that Jigen's body couldn't fully contain it, limiting how much power he could use. He believed Kawaki's body was the right one for him. Despite this, by using his own body along with karma, Ishiki was able to defeat both Naruto and Sasuke while they were at their full strength. Ishiki could float and fly at high speeds like other members of his clan. By using Yin Release, he could project his image across great distances and even different dimensions. He was also highly skilled in Bujutsu, easily countering Sasuke's swordsmanship. Ishiki had the ability to use space-time ninjutsu to enter his personal dimension, which had purple storm clouds and white land. This dimension also acted as a giant coffin, which he used to seal powerful opponents like Naruto. Only Ishiki had the ability to break this seal, and attempting to crack it would destroy whatever was inside.